Lao Cui is in the game, one of the most impressive characters. Impulsive. Insanity was his first impression. Such a raunchy character. Why has it become a player's favorite character? Lao Cui's twisted and irritable personality. Due to his miserable childhood, he was born in a small border town in Canada. Growing up at every border, Lao Cui's childhood can be described as very dark. Living in a home environment without temperature, facing abuse from his father every day. His mother was even more indifferent to this. Even look at you coldly. Under such double destruction, so much so that Lao Cui who lacks love. I grew up with irritability, extremely unstable mental state. His father even abandoned him in the mall, and Truth took revenge, just burned down the mall. This also proves that Truth was already in serious psychological problems at that time, so that his psychology gradually distorted, and he went on to live an erratic life. As a blind stream, for dropping out early, lack of cultural knowledge, so much so that he once thought ancient Rome was part of the United States, often ridiculed by others. It also made him more mentally unstable, often out of control, and that's why I've never made any friends, until one day, he found himself flying a plane, has extraordinary talent, so he enlisted in the army, choosing to become an Air Force pilot. To pursue your passion, I thought everything would get better slowly. A psychiatric evaluation report broke this fleeting beauty. The evaluation report shows that Lao Cui's mental state is very unstable, not fit to continue as a pilot, so he got kicked out of the Air Force. The battered Lao Cui has been devastated since then. He became a true homeless person, with nothing to do. He hangs out at the border all day, until he met Mike, the person who has been bound to him for a lifetime. Mike's appearance successfully opened up a new world for Lao Cui. It is set in the autobiography of Lao Cui and Rama. His first encounter with Mike. I met Mike when he was delivering the goods, because I helped Mike solve the problem. Mike also invited Lao Cui to be his partner. The two have been working closely since then. It also keeps them further and further down the road of crime. Over time, plus Lao Cui is grumpy. There is also a gap between the two. At the same time, this personality is also in sharp contrast to Mike. But in Lao Cui's opinion, Mike is undoubtedly his sibling. He values the friendship between the two very much. In Lao Cui's heart, Mike is rare, can fully accept their own existence. The two can talk to each other about any issue, but Mike didn't think so. As time goes by, Mike started his own family and had children, plus the difference in personality between the two. It is destined that this duo will not last long. So for Mike, start your own family. Plan for a stable life in the future. And Lao Cui prefers to be with his brother. The feeling of fighting side by side. Then Lao Cui met Brad. But Mike and Brad don't trust each other very much. Don't like each other. Mike's excessive caution also made Lao Cui a little unhappy. Mainly Trevor and Brad get along well to a certain extent. Rather also suggested they should cut off contact with Mike. But when I heard that Lao Cui here decisively refused, he can't accept it because of something unhappy. Betray your best friend. This also fully reflects the importance of Lao Cui's love and righteousness. After that, the three of them started a game. The Yankton robbery was designed by Mike. 3 people were eventually ambushed at the evacuation site. Brad was shot and killed instantly, and Mike, under his superb acting skills, successfully made Trevor give up on escaping alone. Cui, who escaped, thought Mike was dead for a long time, can't get out of the grief of losing a loved one, even got a tattoo in memory of Mike. It also made him slowly addicted to drugs. After that, Trevor tried to avoid being pursued by the police, and settled in the desert in Blaine County. Here he met Ron, a total paranoid. In the time that followed, Lao Cui meets another inexperienced wanderer, Wade, and the pharmaceutical expert chef. A few people after, together they created a small criminal business empire. Because of Trevor, Phillips Enterprises specializes in all kinds of illegal business. Survive in a place of veteran evil. There are not a few hostile forces in Lao Cui. However, the situation has stabilized until a woman and broke this brief silence. This is Ashley, lost biker boss Johnny's boyfriend. Because of dissatisfaction, the two secretly dated and found Lao Cui to argue. The angry old Cui killed Johnny directly. Lao Cui, who is worried about revenge, a knee-jerk decision to strike first. Subsequently, the lost motorcycle gang has been completely wiped out from this area. At the same time, through a robbery in Los Santos reported on TV, Lao Cui realizes that his old friend may still be alive. It made him both angry and excited. Then he sent Wade to Luo Shangdu to inquire about the news. Unexpected. Message brought back through Wade. A man named Medisanda matches all the characteristics of his old friend. Then set off for Los Santos, looking for this old friend. The two meet in Mike's family farce. With the appearance of Lao Cui, the air in the house instantly solidified. Maybe for Lao Cui, the current mood is extremely complicated. Anger is also mixed with excitement, and Mike is more surprised. Lao Cui has been angry for the past 9 years. Mike never contacted him. Lies to Mike. It seems that he has come to understand his old friend again. Didn't say anything more. The current Lao Cui. The only unwillingness. That leaves Brad in federal prison. He doesn't know yet. This is all a lie made up by Mike. After learning that Mike had become a witness for FIP and help it deal with some things from time to time. Although Lao Cui complains from time to time, but more to support this old friend. Later, Lao Cui also met Zhao Fu. The days when three people fought side by side let Lao Cui find himself again. However, when facing Mike, I still bring up Brad from time to time, and Mike avoided the topic every time. Over time, Lao Cui also felt something. It's just that Lao Cui can't accept it in his heart at this time. Until the conflict between the two intensified. Open up the scars of the past again. Lao Cui flew the plane to Beiyang Cotton. He dug up Mike's grave. Until I saw Brad in the grave. Maybe he already thought. But when the facts are really in front of you, often overwhelming. Old Cui at this time, I can't accept being deceived by this huge lie. He was furious. He couldn't believe it. My old sibling friend is so hypocritical. At this time, Mike also rushed over. Two people draw guns at each other. Finally, because of the members of the triad to take revenge on Lao Cui took advantage of this to return to Luong Shangdu alone, and Mike was taken by the triads. Back to Luong Shangdu. Lao Cui still can't accept the deception of old friends. Maybe it's an inner struggle. He starts to run away, but when he faced reality, he's still. I will remember the bits and pieces between these two towers. Then Mike was surrounded. In danger, Lao Cui still rushed there as soon as possible. Rescue this old friend. As a result, the relationship between the two was eased. Done with the full cooperation of several people. Completed the biggest heist ever. With 3 people making waves in Los Santos. Our forces are also targeting them. When fate comes to the crossroads, we had to make a choice. If you choose to kill Mike, Lao Cui will scold us, and he won't offer any help. And choose to kill Lao Cui, Mike will come to our aid. This is the difference between Lao Cui and Mike. But Lao Cui's fate was doomed to be bumpy. His life was miserable. A miserable childhood shaped his impulsive personality. Unstable emotions are a stereotype he left for others. The casual style of doing things is annoying to many people, but his sincerity is rare and valuable in Los Santos. That's probably why people love Trevor. See option for us. It might be the perfect ending. Throughout the game, Trev's portrayal is without a doubt the most personalized. He may look like a lunatic, but in this crazy world, it's probably all he has.